It's another day in the neighbourhood. In the words of Mr. Rogers, who we all love. Let's get all the gadgets gadgeting. Let's pray we have internet. I've had many discussions this week with various friends who say it's not just me and the internet issues. It is more than just me. It is an Xfinity issue. It's not a Sarah issue, which is really nice to know because sometimes I think it's user error. And I want to be here with you. I want to share my artwork with you. So anyway, tell me, as always, say hello. Tell me where in the world you're watching from. You know we love to celebrate you wherever you are. And September is my birthday month. Yay! And earlier on today, I posted up a special offer that I have in my private page in my Paper Crafting with Sarah. So if you are not a member of that Paper Crafting with Sarah group yet, make sure you head on over there and join me because I've got an amazing giveaway for September for my birthday to celebrate my birthday. Yay! We're going on vacation next week, so I will not be here next week. If I manage to record a video and post it, I will, but don't look for me next week. I will be on a beach with all of my children celebrating my 60th birthday, so that's where I will be. Anyway, as you can see, I have been hot at work creating with the beautiful Peaceful Garden paper. I absolutely love this paper. It's glorious. It is in all of these beautiful shades of blue. They almost give me almost water feels or icy feels as well. This turquoisey shade that's in here. It's almost a shade of Pool Party or Pretty Peacock. And it's this really watery blue shade, and it's gorgeous, along with the misty moonlight, and then white, and then cake crumb. They brought in some tans and browns and pecan pie, just to offset those blues, and it is so pretty. So as you can see, I've created 2 double layouts plus 2 cards. You're going to get a sneak peek at them now, and then, hey Fiona, and then I'm going to create a really pretty card online for you. Perfect for a friend, because everybody needs a friend. And I would challenge you while I'm away to mail out a card to somebody who you care about or you think that might appreciate a card. Just reach out to them. Even in this land of social media, a handmade card is so much appreciated, maybe for a neighbour or for a relative you haven't spoken to or a friend you haven't spoken to for some while. Anyway, here we go with this card. So 2 double, so that's 2 scrapbooks. So a double layout is a 2-page layout. Same thing for those of you who may not be familiar. And what I do with my class is I take a 12 by 12 paper pack. This one includes stickers, which we love, you know that. And then I create a double layout, a 2-page scrapbook layout. And then when I finish that, I then design cards. And there is still paper left over for you to make more cards if you wish. Okay, there you go. So this is super pretty. Look at these beautiful doves in this paper, and then this is the brand new silver edged Misty Moonlight ribbon, which is just lovely. So this is my 2-page layout for that. And then my other layout, super quick, because I want to get on and play, is this one. And again, we have on the other page as well, I didn't show you, but again, the ribbon, and then these pretty acrylic flowers that come in 3 different shades. I'll show you them in just a minute. They're called Hues of Blues, and they are this pretty layout. Let me find those and show them to you. Oh, 4 shades. So you've got white, and then like the Pool Party, which almost matches my glass mat, and then Misty Moonlight and Night of Navy. And you can see how many I've used on my layouts. And then you can see my cards that I've made, and then another one here as well. So we added Wink of Stella for some shimmer and shine on those doves that you saw on the layouts, and on some of the flowers. So yes, super pretty layouts and 2 pretty cards. Now, you could use these for Christmas cards. You could use them for, this one says heartfelt prayers. So this would be absolutely perfect for somebody who's going through some hard times as well. So this is the new class that I've got. So I will post this up in Paper Crafting, and I'll also post it up here so that you can see what you need to create this layout. You need the Peace on Earth bundle, the ribbon, the flowers, the Peaceful Garden DSP with the sticker sheet. And then I used some Cake Crumb, Misty Moonlight, pecan pie and basic white cardstock. Some of it, like the pecan pie, is just scraps, but the others, you'll need full sheets of those. All right, so let's use these two, let's use this stamp set, which is super cute. I love this keeping tabs set. Happy holidays for you, happy birthday, hello friend, congratulations with sympathy. My list, notes, menu to do these fun tabs, but we're using the hello friend. It's a smaller image. Oh, it's difficult to see with the light on the sorry about that, on the plastic. So the Hello Friend, it's just a small one, but it's just the perfect size for this particular card that I designed. And I'm going to use some Mossy Meadow ink with it. We're using some of the paper from the Floral Delights. This was this really, really pretty yellow patterned paper. I love this pattern. I think it's really, really pretty. Now, this is one of the cards I made last night, and I had an extra kit left, so I thought I'd share with you what I did with it. So, one of the dies that I used with this, if I can find it and I haven't put it away, which I think I have. No, I haven't. It's right here. Is the arched dies. Again, love this arch die set. Just so you know, the reference number 164629, so that you know what it is. And it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different arches. From a really large one, which is the size of a card front, to a smaller one. I'm using number 2, and then I'm using these 3, I think it is. So I'm not using the very smallest one on this. I'm using this next size up. And that fits the Hello Friend absolutely perfectly. So using my Mossy Meadow ink, we're just going to stamp ink it up, and then if you can see, it fits the top of that arch absolutely perfectly. Look at that. Perfect. And I've got a giveaway. I'm going to give away one of these cards tonight. So as always, make sure you like, make sure you share, and make sure you tell me that you have shared it. If you don't tell me, you're not in the drawing. So you've got to comment and tell me. I am going to put a strip of adhesive down the back. This is our Steel and Stick adhesive, and I'm using some of this gold ribbon here. Now, don't be mad with me. I'm not sure if it's still available. It's 165715, and it's this gold netting. I think it's absolutely beautiful, and I'm just going to put it into that adhesive, run it round the front, and stick it back down again at the back. And just like that, it's on there. So it just adds this little bit of pattern, this little bit of design, without it being a solid ribbon. Now, if you wanted to, you could then tie a piece of solid ribbon over the top. And with that in mind, maybe I will. Getting my handy dandy, because this is the new Mossy Meadow and Gold trim, and I like it because one side is a little bit greener and one side is a little bit golder. So what does this look like if I add in a piece? You're not going to see very much. I'm not sure I need it. I might put a bow on. We'll leave that open to review at the end, but let's do the rest of the card instead. I have cut my card base from Crumb Cake, so this is this pale brown, and I like it because it almost gives me the illusion of craft because it has fibres in it, which I like. So that is a standard card size, and then I'm going to add my white centre, which is 4 inches by 5 1/4. Okay. So this was, I designed as a note card. We're not putting any words on the inside because I want you to be able to write whatever you want to on the inside. You know, thinking of you, or hi, we've just moved to our new house, blah, 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 blah. Here is the yellow cardstock. Now, let me just see. I have a little sponge dauber here, and it is already has that cake crumb ink on it from the class that I did the other day with you, I think it was. So we're going to use it again. I haven't washed it out, so it's perfect to use again. Do I wash them? Yes, I do. Some people like to have one for each colour, but I don't necessarily. So I'm just going to brush a little bit of ink on here. And this is what I did when I created those Peaceful Garden layouts. I used the sponge dauber with the cake crumb ink and sponged along my page pieces, and it just gives this very soft look. Now, should I have done this piece on the inside? You could do. You absolutely could. I haven't done, but that's okay. I'll just do the ones on the outside. I can always lift it and put it down. And again, this is the same size piece. This is 5 1/4 by 4 inches, and we are just going to put it like so on the front. Okay, so I told you that I cut using these these arch dies. I've cut 3 arches. Now you can choose any size you want, but I've taken 3 consecutive sizes, and I've done one in the white, I've done one in the cake crumb, and then again I've used the other side of this paper and used this really pretty floral, this forsythia. Well, that's what we call it in England. And again, I'm just going to add just a little bit around that edge. I do like the dotted edges in these arch dies. I think they give a really nice texture. Now, at my class last night, one of the ladies said, could she use it with the dots sticking up? Because you can actually, can you hear them? So you can feel them as they stick up. Could she use that side if she wanted to? And I said, absolutely. If this is your project, you use whatever you want. So she chose to use it with those dots up so that she had a texture to her arches. I'm using them dot down, but they can absolutely be used on both sides. And I'm just going to ink very, very softly just at the edge, so it almost highlights this section between the edge of the paper and the dots. So it almost gives you like an additional little border, because it seems to be only that what's it called? This little edge is being inked. Right, now should I have inked this? Yes, I can. Can I do it through the ribbon? Yes, I can. I love it when a plan comes together. There we go. Because this ribbon isn't solid, it's just those very, very thin fibres. So can you see, if I hold this up to the light, hopefully you can see that the ink has just coloured in this outside section. It hasn't gone on to the main part of that section at all, which is kind of fun, isn't it? All right, let's stick these pieces down. And we're going to use some 3D foam tape as well to give it some texture and dimension. Let me just add my adhesive. So you can put this up at the top, you can put it down at the bottom, and on mine I'm going to move it down just a little bit. I centered it on the last card that I made, so we'll move it down here just for a different look. Give you options, and just stacking them. You know I'm going to have to ink distress the outside of my card, don't you? Before I go any further, because it's driving me up a wall. Okay, let's just very quickly. This is a great way of just adding some texture and colour to the outside edge of your card. Man, if those, if I'd have put those dies on straight, that would have helped. Whew, something isn't straight. I don't know whether it's the dies or the paper or what, but man. Okay, let's just take that up, because that is not straight. And obviously, there we go, that's better. Ooh. That fraction of an inch, but it makes all the difference. Okay, here we go with this piece. Let's stick this floral piece in the center. I told you this is such a quick and easy little card. And sometimes you need one like this. Sometimes you need a card that will go together quickly. You know, you hear some news and you're like, oh my goodness, I need a quick card for a friend. And this card is it. It really is. Not every card needs to be all singing, all dancing, folding in, folding out, wiggling around. I mean, it's nice if you've got the time to do it, but sometimes you just need something fast. And if you notice, well, if I take my dies out, if you notice I took them out, I put them on the side. I have extras cut, which I actually keep inside. And it means that if ever I need a quick image, I've already got it cut. So if I'm cutting for a class, I'll cut a few extra and then just slide them in the packet, and then I know I've got them. So that is there. Hello, friend. Now, I went ahead before the class and I hand trimmed out one of the flowers from the paper. It's gingham on the back, and I thought that this flower was super, super pretty. So I just sat there with my scissors and I just fussy cut it out, and we're going to add it here. Now, on top of that, I cut out these leaves. Now, the leaves are actually from the Thankful Garden stamp set and dies. So it's this die here. You've seen me use it before, and yes, you can see that this one looks a little bit whiter to this one. And you're going to say, Sarah, why is that? Because that is wax paper. I told you some time ago that if you're having a problem cutting out very detailed dies, lie your cardstock down, then a sheet of wax paper, and then your die, and roll it through your machine. It will make your paper drop out. And sometimes the wax paper stays in my die. Sometimes it comes out attached to the cardstock and you just peel it off. It doesn't matter. This one's still in there, so I'm leaving it in there. It doesn't matter that it's in there. So that's the leaf I cut. And you can cut it in cardstock, but for this particular card, I cut it out of the paper. So can you see it has a tiny, almost like a little check pattern on it, which is, it adds some interest to it. It's the back of the floral, the white floral paper, and it has that little bit of a design on it. So I'm going to bring this leaf in like that, like so, and then I'm going to add in my flower over the top. Okay, something like that. Let's just arrange it. Yeah, I want that to come up a bit. So I'm going to add some 3D foam tape behind these leaves, because obviously this layer is up. So, oops, stuck to my nail. So as you can see, I won't need one on this one, but I will need them on this outside edge to make them stand up. Otherwise they will look odd if they're at a different level. Okay, so we'll just stick those down just for a second. Okay, so these are okay. This one's going to be behind the flower. And then we'll add this flower here. So this side of my leaf is going to need, sorry, this side of my flower is going to need some 3D foam tape on. Okay, so let's stick this leaf down for a start. And then I'm going to use the liquid adhesive. I'm going to use the Tombow liquid. I like it. It dries clear. And just put a little dot. Biggest trick most people use is they put too much. So just put a little smear on it is enough to dry it. Doesn't need a lot. Okay, and then we're going to do that. Okay, this is going to be off here. This is going to be flat. Do I need to come up one? You know, I'm going to double these. That's another fun thing to do, is when you double up your 3D foam tape to make it 2 layers. And then that way I can put another layer, just a single layer this side, double layer this side, and it will raise it up above the leaves. And I'm going to use some larger ones here. Just use one there. Oops. They keep getting stuck to my nails. I'm having my nails done tomorrow, ready for my vacation. I'm so excited to go. My sister is flying in from England, and all the kids are coming, and Bird is coming as well, my little baby grandson. He's coming too. So there will be lots of photos of a little hot, slimy, sandy little body. Probably. That's where he usually is, clambering all over me, all sticky and slippery with suntan lotion. That is pretty as it is. I think that's a lovely card, but let's put some gems on it to finish it up. And I'm using the opal rounds. These are 163298. The package has gone missing, but I have these left. If I hold them over some white cardstock, you can see that they're different colours. Obviously, the blue ones show up. These are clear, almost iridescent. And then this row, because these are the large ones and these are the small sizes, so they come in two sizes. These have this yellow tinge to them. They remind me of lemonade. So these are the colour I'm going to use, just because it's a very soft yellow. So that's what I'm going to use on this card here. So we're going to put one there, a large one there. I'm going to do another large one there, and then I'm going to do a small one right, well, I will do if I can get hold of it again with the nails, and the large one, the small one there. Look how pretty those are. So that gives that very iridescent look, but just that little bit of tinge of colour to it. I hope you can see them. Give me some thumbs up if you can see it and you like them, because I think they are so, so pretty. So this is one I made last night with the gingham paper. So this is all in the Floral Delights paper, and then as you can see, I just moved mine down a little bit and used some different gems and a different flower. So both very similar, both super, super pretty, and I hope you like them. So I will be giving one of these away, so make sure you like this video, you share this video, and you tell me in the comments below. You must type in the comments and tell me that you like this, that you have shared it, and you've shared it. Thank you, Vanessa. You are in the drawing, my friend. So, and I will, and then I'll put you in the drawing for this card. Actually, I am going to add a bow. Let's tie a bow and see what it looks like, because I think this paper is just so pretty. So let's have a look. Easy way to tie a bow. Make a loop, go round it, and then poke. It's just like tying your shoelaces, but everybody freaks out when I tie a bow, and they're like, I can't tie bows. And then you just grab hold of the two loops, and the trick is to pull it from the back, and that will stop your bow getting too big. Get my nail inside it. I kind of like that. Let's give it a snip. All of my tools are in my bag from I did a card class last night, and all my tools are in my bag. Ugh, no, not there. It's too heavy. Maybe not this, because it just looks way too heavy for this card. And sometimes you do that. Sometimes you'll tie a card. I love the bow. I love the ribbon with it. I just don't like it. It's just, no, it's too much. I think it's perfect as it is. So there you go. No, I'll use that on something else. You know I will. Even the gold side. I don't hate the gold side. It just doesn't need it. It just doesn't need it. And that is the beauty of it. I told you it was a little quick and simple card, but that's the way I do it. So people go, oh, how do you design a card? I will do exactly what I've just done. Put it on here, put it on there, decide yes, no, and take it from there. Anyway, I will try and post something next week. Do not hold me to it, but I will be back the following week, and I will share some more artwork with you then. See you a week on Tuesday. I will be all relaxed and celebrated my birthday, celebrated my vacation, spent time with the children and my little baby bird, and everything will be good. So see you then. Have a great week wherever you're watching from. Bye.